Good morning. My name is Rob Christensen. I'm a nutritionist here in Brigham City, Utah at the Abundant Health and Wellness Center. I've been teaching nutrition for some 7 years in one capacity or another. I started teaching nutrition in a health food store, of which I was the manager, and it moved on from there, teaching nutrition in my family and then in my own health food store when I owned one up here. Eventually, I discovered that there was a great need for nutrition to be taught in the elementary schools because my children were in those schools and they were bringing home all sorts of different junk and garbage. And so I started teaching nutrition in the elementary schools to the teachers. And I like to think I made a difference there. But I feel that the information I have is something that shouldn't just be hoarded by Brigham City and shouldn't just be had here in Brigham City, but should be spread everywhere. And while I'm getting this information from different books and readings and schools and other things, and those things are available to you, I wanted to make available to you just one more resource that hopefully you'll stumble across and be able to use this as another resource in your quiver of arrows, so to speak, so that you can become healthy and so that you can learn. That brings me to my first topic of discussion, and that is, it really doesn't have a lot to do with health, and yet I think it has everything to do with whether or not you will be healthy, whether or not you will be whole, whether you'll be healthy in mind, body, spirit, any way that you look at it. And that topic is learning. Because if you're not learning, you're not growing. Adil Palkivala, I hope I said that right, on iLearningGlobal.tv said, learning implies that it is something different from what I already know. It might seem really simple, but it's the truth. He also said, learning implies that I must become a little uncomfortable, step out of confirming my beliefs, and be willing to expand my beliefs, to look at a different situation, whether I accept that situation or not. Now, I've discovered that a lot of what people do in their classes is the purpose is not necessarily to learn something new, but it's to confirm the beliefs they already have. We spend a lot of our time reading and trying to understand what it says, but we do it to the extent that it supports our beliefs. It supports what we know. What we need to begin to do in our lives, if we haven't already begun, is to search for truth beyond that which we already know. Because that's the only way growth can occur. That's the important crux of what I'm saying is if you're going to become more healthy, if you're going to become more complete as a person, then you need to, like Mr. Adil said, become a little uncomfortable. You need to step into situations that you don't know and don't understand yet. You need to look into the unknown and make it known, make it yours. Once it's yours, you can then judge whether or not it's applicable in your life. But you can't be that judge until you understand it, until you've learned it. My challenge to you, then, is to learn, is to pick up a book, is to be willing to take the time to get outside of yourself, to get outside of what you know, and learn more.